to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this SYLVAN GLADE tiny home. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I will also have a link in the description to the online gallery if you want to go ahead and download the build that way. So like I said, this is in SYLVAN GLADE. Now if you don't know what this world is, it is actually a hidden world with the base game of the game. So to access it, you just go to Willow Creek, and kind of like the starter neighborhood where Crick Cabana is, and there's like a big sort of colourful tree. You kind of do a few interactions with that. You have to like view it a few times, water it a few times, talk to it a few times I think as well, and then you eventually can go through and explore it. And it's similar to how other things work. Like you may have done it within you know, Granite Falls and stuff, going to the secret world there, but you've got to kind of find the right options to get to the place. So it took me a few times. I can't remember the exact right, you know, order of the options, but if you search it, then, because that's what I did for Granite Falls one time, you'll be able to find it there. So I've never built in this world before. I've been to it a few times in my own gameplay, like not anytime recent though. And this has been on my ideas list as well for quite a long time, so I'm glad I'm finally getting round to it. So this build came in at 30,071 simoleons. It has one bedroom and one bathroom, and it's built on a 15 by 10 lot, which is here in SYLVAN GLADE. Now I don't think there's any other 15 by 10 lots in the game. I'm pretty sure the smallest one outside of this is a 20 by 15. So I don't think you'll be able to place this like anywhere else, but you know, you can place it on a different lot though. It'll just have a lot of extra space around it. And in terms of what packs I used today, I used Seasons, City Living, Get Together and Jungle Adventure, so that's not a lot at all. Now if you look on the pack list of this build on the gallery, it will say that Cats and Dogs is used. Now I don't know why it's saying that, because I haven't used Cats and Dogs anywhere, like no like debug items or anything, and because when you click on it, it tells you which specific items are being used from that pack, and when I click on it, it doesn't tell me anything. It's just blank, so I don't know why it's showing that. So I don't know why, but if you don't have that pack and you want to download this build, then don't worry, because it just seems to be a glitch. And this build really took me no time at all. It took me like 20 minutes to do this. I think actually the recording came to 19 minutes, so not a long time at all. That's why this video is very, very short. I do try to get my videos like between like 10 and 15 minutes. That's kind of the normal time range for my builds I try to get to. But for this, I was like going to try maybe, you know, drag it out a little bit, you know, maybe just do things slower, but I just couldn't. I was like, Thomas, this is ridiculous. It's just going to end up being a shorter build today, so that's what we got here. And I think this is going up today on the 2nd. Now I am recording this again on the 2nd as well, which I don't really like to do. As you know, I do try to keep like ahead of my schedule, just so I have like a few videos already done, so I'm a little bit ahead of myself in case something comes up and I can't really record that day or anything. So I always try to do that, but I did actually record this video yesterday, and then I finished the voiceover and everything, but then for some reason Sony Vegas just went really glitchy and like crashed, but like the video file that I had of this build just was gone. Like not the actual recording, but the Sony Vegas file was just gone. Like it wasn't in my recycling bin or anything, it was just, where did it go? So I had to re-edit and redo this whole thing, which was a little bit frustrating, but it is a very short build, and I didn't really have anything to cut out in this build either. You see the full thing from start to finish. With bigger builds and even some, you know, smaller homes as well, I do kind of cut out bits here and there, like when I'm choosing out the wall coverings and, you know, doing the flooring tiles and putting the lights in and stuff. I normally cut that sort of stuff out because it's a little bit repetitive and a little bit boring, and sometimes if the timer's getting on in the build, like I was saying before, you know, I do try to cap it at 15 minutes, then I do, you know, cut out the boring bits. But with smaller builds like this, where I've got still, I could have loads of extra time in this build, you get to see the whole thing, for me starting the recording to ending it, so you can see the full process, which, you know, kind of makes up from those times where I don't always show you, you know, choosing out the flooring tiles and the wall coverings and stuff. I did also playtest this build. I was mentioning this a few videos ago as well, about like when I playtest my builds and stuff. When it comes to mansions, I don't really playtest it that much, only when I have doubts about something, and that kind of applies for like, you know, medium-sized homes as well. And then when things are getting like this, where it's like everything's really cramped, and I do playtest everything just to make sure, because there's a lot of like, you know, small spaces where Sims only have to walk in, so I just think it's best to put my mind at rest to check it. You know, with mansions, I don't really do that as a lot because everything's way more spread out, but everything here is really crammed in. And even in bigger builds as well, if I do have like an inkling about something maybe not working, I will just check it. So for this build, the only problem I had was with the City Living dresser there, as you can see, and the Sim walking from the bedroom door into the bathroom. That dress there was blocking it for some reason. And I chose that dress because of it being so thin, but it still had a problem, so I had to push it into the wall a little bit. But that was the only problem I had with this build. And now we're onto the screenshots. So I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for other builds or anything else that you want to see next on the channel, that'd be really helpful to hear. You can go ahead and download this build from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!